-4 to hit. However, now that I'm thinking about it, because I didn't specify if this is automatic hit or not, so just to be fair, because auto hit abilities are kind of bitch to deal with, so I'm gonna, that is trying to use it, but I'm gonna say for the purposes of at least this game, I'm gonna make a roll to see if this will hit. I believe 25 does.
Yes.
Okay. So, you are now under the effects of Disruptive Swarm, which means you get -2 to AC and -4 to hit. Let's say I will use these types of tokens. Okay, the second one, it will actually double move. So that's okay, 20. Okay, Frederick, it's your turn.
Oh, there it is.
So suddenly your vision is filled with bugs. They don't damage you, you're not hurt, but yes, suddenly you're... Come on. Oh, wait. Okay. Now I see also like missed 2, like NPCs. I don't know fucking why. Let's say that's for Izuhara and that's for Abram. So that's 6 and 4. Yeah, it's your turn. I'm gonna just say that they have moved. Yeah, they can move that far. Yep. Okay, your turn.
I'm going to go to hand the distortion cannon to Abram.
Alright. Good weapon.
Use it well.
Da.
As I pull out the 2 debt charges.
Alright. This one is like a lesser foe.
Well, I will Frey Die. My Frey Die is just me charging into it with my 2 debt charges.
Okay.
So there's that. They're just gonna crush him with my power armor.
Nice. 12, which is
So
like
basically,
5 points.
I'm just imagining who it is like doing a Space Marine charge.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Here's to hoping I survive a turn. Good luck, guys. That's my turn. I double moved.
You double. Oh, right. Okay. Jackie.
Zach, do you need help or do you want us to keep going for
keep going.
Alright. Oh.
Okay. Alright, Gideon is also like howling us. Yeah, let's say he can like get to here. Okay. Nemesis Swarm infected. It will also double move. To here. Oh, they do not have wall through here. Okay, so that will slow them down a little bit. It's actually one of the brute infects that would have gotten the other way. Okay. Casper is like okay, they're like because seeing that the sergeant is like also going, he's like he would normally help because it will be in his character, but he understands what Frederick is doing, so he will honor his termination. Okay, so like that. Sakura is also like going. Yeah. Getting tightly packed in this. Izuhara. That's it like that. Alex. That's how far. Abram. Actually, he will make a single shot with a distortion cannon and then move, and he will try to damage this one, the swarm. Okay, so he rolls with +8. 22, that's a hit, and I believe distortion cannon is 2d12.
Yes, and okay, that's just from me.
Also, technically, the NPC should be getting like okay. So now, Nikagan, so I'm gonna say that he gets a bonus to damage. Okay, even without that bonus to damage, he just got excellent roll, which 12 5 points are actually like even 15.
He also gets bonus damage from Simon.
Oh, right. But yeah, basically the example NPCs, which I kind of forgot, like they also have like the by weapon plus like they have also like inherent bonus to damage. But yeah, also from Simon. Even if that was enough. Okay, so yeah, what he rolled without that +3, but with bonus damage from Simon, he just fucking annihilated. Like this swarm just gets annihilated as their like form is being like torn to fucking pieces because he dealt like 5, 9, 12, like 12 points of damage, and the swarm had like 7 hit die.
Does that mean my debuff goes away?
Yes. As the guiding mind behind the swarm gets destroyed. And suddenly your vision clears out. Good luck, comrade! And then he will make his single move action. To around here. Like stacking up with Alex. Okay, brutes. Okay, one of them will realize that, yeah, they need to blast their way through that wall, so it will make a double move. Because that fucking thing can be fast. So that's where it gets. However, the other two... Well... Actually... Yeah, even going through the walls, even with like reduced speed, it's within 10 meters, so they can like go into melee. And actually I should reveal that area as you came through here. Yeah, also like annihilating... Oh my god, freehand. Annihilating like these rooms. Oh, no, it's GM info overlay. That should be map layer. I hate it when I do something and I realize, oh shit, it's in the wrong layer.
Map player's the worst. When you fuck up map player.
Yeah. Okay, and then second one also like stop, and then they're like, we'll try to pummel you to the fucking ground. And they do get 2 attacks, both of them. They are not nemesis, so that's a small thing. Okay, so the first one +8. That's a
That is a
miss. Yeah, okay, so that was the first
21.
That's also a miss. So the first one misses both of its swings, as is like probably doesn't get a good like sight with all the debris just flying through, as it basically comes through the wall itself. And the second one, that's a hit, I think. And the second attack, that's also a hit, I believe. Okay, so with its massive fist, the first attack, I think that's 1 point of damage. Yeah, that's definitely
Hot 2 is nothing.
Okay, and then
maybe I'm gonna get wrong.
Okay, and then that's 5, which translates to normally it would translate to 2 points of damage. And now the horde. The one here is doing like a move action, essentially like trying to scrape at the walls, ready for when the brute will start pushing it through. And the other one is already in melee. No, it wasn't. So now they are like will start attacking in melee. Starting Frederick in melee, and they get 2 attacks. However, they only roll with now only that much. Okay, I believe that's 1 hit, and second one misses.
Correct.
And they roll d8, and that's no damage.
Alright.
So they're like futilely scraping through. Okay, Conrad. Okay, as he's moving like here. No, he's injured and like everyone else has gone through, so he's like, gotta go. Yeah, like the move like here. Okay, the swarm. One is dead. The second one will double move, like preparing for the wall to get down. And I think there was like 1 more, or maybe there's all like only 2 of them. Yeah, only 2 regulars, and the third one was Nemesis. Okay, before your turn starts, something else happens. On the other side of the map, you probably side glance at your cameras will reveal you, as the walls and like heavy walls and doors came out and come pouring through. There's this like almost like a tide, another tide of filth, of infection, as another 3 brutes step out. Another 2 swarm infected. The dragon, the brief whipping guy, another horde. And then there's this like the audio receptors like here this like horrifying gurgle of like massive behemoth, and something even larger than these brutes comes through, and this entire like walls like cease to exist. And this actually, no, that wouldn't make too much sense. Okay, so where the elevators were, right? So the cancerous growth kinda like gets slightly smaller because something else comes through it. and like tearing through every wall that there is, not being slowed down in any way, shape or form. You see something that, well, later reports might as well call Shoggoth. This massive, humongous, not even humanoid abomination, this swirling mass of tendrils, mouths and flesh that just like comes through this elevator shaft. This walking cancerous growth just comes like going through, and despite its size, yeah, actually it does at this turn like comes through. It doesn't seem slow. At the very least, it doesn't seem like the tight corridors or walls will slow it down. It just like start devouring and blasting through every obstacle in its way. So this is like kind of the advancing wall of doom, and you also see, apart from the fact that it has like many like pulsating cancerous growth stuff, so also implication that it has access to breath weapon attacks, AoE stuff. You also see like many these like packs of the similar thing that. Actually, no, sorry. It only has like this pulsating tumors that the dragon infected similarly had. But that's happening there. Frederick, it's your turn.
Boom, boom.
Alright.
I will set off both at once.
Alright. I will need to double check because I believe there is some saving throw involved.
Yes, it is evasion for half.
That was one charge, damage from one charge. I believe you also get the.
Yes, there's the other one.
All right. Oh my God, where's the weapons? Heavy weapons. 20. Nice, nice. That's not bad. That's not shabby at all.
I still might be fucked up myself, but we shall see.
I'm gonna say like the horde is like large and it's AoE, so I'm gonna say they don't get saving throw. So let me see the damage. So calculate that.
7, 8, 13, 12, 3, 2.
Yeah, so 13, so 5, 8, 11. Okay, so that's from 1. And then it's, yeah, then it's 12, 3, 2. So that's 1, 1, 5. So another 7. Portions of the horde, but very few, considering it started with 30 hit die. Very few remain. Now, as for the brutes, okay, this is evasion. They have iron body, but iron body is for fortitude, not fortitude, but for physical. And they are large, so it's not like. So I'm gonna say in this.
What was the total damage?
23 after doing calculations, because each die is calculated separately. So actually, I'm gonna make a roll for them, but probably even if they succeed, it's half, so it's okay. Just out of curiosity, because even if they succeed, they are fucked because they are not Nemesis and they have 8 hit die. So even if I give them penalty because they are like big, so I'm gonna say whatever, like -2, let's say. It doesn't matter because that one failed. And then the other one also failed. So suddenly there's this like huge explosion and there's just like chunky salsa, gore flying everywhere as the brutes get fucking annihilated.
Ooh. Then I'd like to Freight Eye the infected horde with a 9, because I'm actually still alive.
Alright, because you did hold on to that. And 9 is 4 points. The horde barely holds on, but it's like probably 1 or 2 injured ones remaining. Very nice turn. Very nice turn.
That dealt 11 damage to me because I passed both of my evasion saves. I had 12 HP.
Nice. So pretty fucked up, but you are still fucking standing. Okay, I believe that's your turn.
Yep.
Okay, that was fucking epic.
I didn't hear no bell.
Basically.
I ain't got time to bleed. Okay, Jackie, your turn. So you just heard like this massive explosion coming from the corridor where Frederick was last seen.
Alright, the Jackie is going to pause for a moment to look back before keeping rushing towards the elevators.
Alright. Gideon will follow through. Okay, Nemesis Swarm is gonna move here. It's gonna ignore. Actually, yeah, they are not focusing on Freddy right now, so they're gonna move like waiting for the wall to be taken down. But essentially, that's their wasted turn right now. Casper. Let's say that's essentially where he can go. Sakura. Let's say whatever, like that. Izuhara. Like that. Alex. Like that. And Abram. Fucking hell. And now the token is weird. Because I fucking hell. Okay, and the brutes. Apart from the last one, however, I'm gonna make a roll to see if they manage to break through the wall this turn. The DC for that, because it's not that, it shouldn't be that hard for them, so I'm gonna say the DC would be 8, and considering the structural damage that it was already sustained, so it will be like DC of 8, and they roll with +2. Okay, it's work in progress, so next turn they will be able to break through that wall. And now, let's see, so the horde will try to like aid in a way, not aid, but like trying to bash their way through. However, they are not as skilled in that, so the DC for them will be like much higher. Let's say DC 12. They are also like unable to like speed up the process. Conrad. Yeah, let's say that move like that. And then the remaining swarm, it's gonna hold its turn, like prepare an action in case new target pops in. They will. Okay. Frederick. Oh, actually, you see that these fuckers start moving. Let's say just like carving their way through. This abomination at the back. Is also moving, and it's like, dude. Actually, it started from here. So yeah, even brutes were kind of slowed down when they had to go through the walls. This thing just fucking blazes its through with double move, like just devouring, destroying everything in its path. Frederick, it's your turn.
I will attempt to Freight Eye
Okay.
this horde in front of me.
Okay, 6 translates to 3 points, which is just what you needed.
Nice. Then I will double move.
Right. Jockey.
Alright, so as I move over here, can I see like indentations on the wall to the south?
Absolutely. And then you hear like this loud bang, and you know that something is trying to break through.
Alright, in that case, he's going to take up position and basically keep aiming towards the banged up wall as he makes a graded action to fire on whatever's coming through. And while as he's finishing up his turn, I would like to thank the sponsors for this session, Raid Shadow Legends.
Alright, just like pointing the amount of destruction that's being brought down there. This will also soon stop existing, so... The motherfucking Shogot is coming! Okay, Gideon... Yeah, will actually make a single move and seeing what... Actually, he will... like that. He kinda like can peek a little bit and see like the same thing, however he's like line of sight will like kinda like that. And he also prepares a shot like Perkele. And then okay. Nemesis is gonna actually delay its turn after the brute infected. Casper moving in. Like that, also taking a firing position. Sakura kind of like, okay, now what? And then she also takes a firing position towards the south. Izuhara joins the fray. However, because he's a stealth expert, he will like take position near the front. And same goes for... actually, Alex has to make a double move, and he's like trying to determine what the fuck is like how they can go through that. Like basically figure out the scope of the flames and how can go through safely, finding a way through. Abram also makes a double. Actually, he has to go double move and kind of like places himself in the middle, Kinda like, don't worry, comrade. They will not go through me. And then... okay, I will make a skill check, but this will merely determine if the brute will be able to do something else apart from breaking down the wall. The DC is the same. Okay, so the wall finally comes down with a terrible crash. However, this beast like expended most of its strength, so it's just like huffing and standing here. And I believe all of the prepared actions can go off, so let's go with like Jackie first. And yeah, you basically seal all of those targets. And just so you know, this one is like lesser foe, so you can use a Afraid Eye on this.
Alright, let's see. 19 on the brute.
Alright, that's a hit.
And Freyed Eye on the advanced.
And that translates into 6 and 8, which is 6 3 points, 8 4 points. Okay, so this will the brute will be heavily, terribly damaged. However, it's still standing and it's like getting enraged because of a berserker foci. So that means it gets a fucking... Actually, because it's even like lower than half of his hit points, so I mean we'll get that. Okay. And then Izuhara had prepared action. Abram had to double move. Izuhara definitely had a prepared action, so he can use his laser pistol, and he will try to finish off the brute, considering this the biggest danger. And 23, yeah, even with the bonuses from Berserker, that will hit, which is like, yeah, the brute is taken down, so the Berserker stuff didn't really help it. No, not this. This. And then definitely Gideon, Casper, Sakuro headshots. So Gideon goes for the swarm, and I believe he only has like +4. That's a fail. Sakuro has sight on... She's actually gonna go for the Nemesis. And she only rolls with +10, not +12 because of the drugs she took. 18, that's a hit. Alright. And she deals... D10. Actually, I should roll plus weapon. Okay, so 7 is translated to 3 points. Okay. Okay, Nemesis Swarm comes through. And... oh, shit. Okay, so before that, it comes through and the other shots also goes off. So we did Izuhara, we did Sakura. So Casper and Gideon, so they will be firing at the regular swarm. The regular swarm infected. 20 is a hit, and then Gideon... no, Gideon missed. Okay, so I made his roll. Okay, 9 translates to 4 points, which is a very, very nice hit. Okay, Nemesis. Because I believe all of those prepared actions took off. And because it's like Nemesis, it has access to more foci and it's more deadly. So for example, instead of picking one target, it has 4. Or rather, it can pick up to 4 targets at once within 50 meters. So at first, it's gonna do the disruptive swarm. And picking about 4 targets, so definitely Abram, Jackie, Casper, and Sakura. Suddenly the room is filled with thousands, hundreds of thousands of bugs, flies that are like swarming around you, and it makes gonna make a roll to hit for everyone. So against Jackie to see if the swarm will stick, and if it will actually cause you like the debuff to happen. So against Jackie, 20. Does that
Hit.
hit you? Okay. So that's -2 to AC and -4 to hit. Okay, and then against Abram, 14. Okay, so that doesn't stick. Against Casper, 19 with that +2 AC from your foci does not stick. And against Sakura, that also doesn't stick. Okay, so for right now, even though the room was filled with bugs, only like Jackie is getting, like, he doesn't have that much clear of a sight. And that's what the swarm did. The horde, the another horde, like, just like goes with roar. It can get here, yeah, with 50, yeah, definitely. And they will unleash their strikes. Actually, yeah, the first one will go at Izuhara because they are smart. They can feel blood in the water. They have this guiding mind behind it. So the first one is with +7. Oh, that's a miss. And they will try again because they want to bring down the already damaged target. Okay, that's also a miss. Okay, Conrad is making his way here. He does see the horde. He's like, shit, they are here! And then he will try to make his regular attack to at least damage the horde a little bit. With 14, that's just enough to hit it. For 2, that's 1 point of damage. So just like grazed one of the things. Okay, and the regular storm infected that was injured, it's gonna move a little bit. And then it's gonna pick, because they also have disruptive swarm, but they can only pick one target. They're gonna pick Abram, actually. The swarm doesn't work. Okay, Frederick, your turn. Think you can double move?
Yeah, I was just typing something real quick.
Yep.
Yes, I will double move to 20 meters, which is there.
Alright, and yeah, now this one you're definitely like hearing sounds of combat from up ahead.
I'm not terribly surprised. I saw them going through the wall.
Yeah. Okay, Jackie.
I can try to slap off some beads. Meanwhile, then shoot the Nemesis.
Alright. A roll to hit, but the penalty to hit still applies.
Yep. So take -2 from my roll.
Actually, -4. You get -2 to
Or
AC.
-4.
Okay, so with -4, that's 16, but that's still enough to hit.
Alright, 7 damage plus Ray die on the advanced
Okay,
affected.
that's 4, 3, so that's 2. And okay, so 3 points of damage because calculating. And then on the horde, because that's the only lesser foe, and 4 is 2 points. Okay, so another like slight chink. Okay. You are not in melee range, you are not engaged in melee, so you can move if you want to.
No. I think it's best that we plug up the hole.
Alright. Okay, Gideon will adjust his position a little bit and focus on the target that's the closest, that's the most numerous. And he barely hits for no damage. Casper. Yeah, he will also continue firing on the horde, however he has higher bonus. 27, oh yeah, that's definitely a hit. Actually, wait, sorry, I forgot. Fucking hell, I'm forgetting. That's for Gideon because they get D8, so that's actually 6. So that's actually 3 points. And then Casper rolls with D10 plus D8. Okay, which is 5 is 2 points, 8 is 3, so that's 5 points in total, translated. Okay, so they are bringing down this thing. Sakura, however, is not focused on the horde. She will try to target the nemesis. With a 19, that's a hit. And I'm gonna say she's not technically under your command, so she doesn't consider.
I mean, did we agree?
Oh, last time, yeah. I forgot. 2 is 1, 8 is 3, so that's 4 points. Alright. Izuhara, because he's in melee, so he's like, he has only one target to attack. But 12 will be not enough to find purchase in the enemy's skin. Alex, meanwhile, he's like, nope. He's not dealing with this. He's like looking for a way out. Analyzing.
Now, if the elevator itself isn't on this level, they do still use elevator cables, right?
Yeah, for now he's just like inspecting the amount of damage and like trying to find a way like out if there's like a escape room so that you don't get plunged to your death or get burned and whatnot. I think I... Oh, shit, I think I heard something.
Elevators have ladders for the sake of at least maintenance, so...
That's true. On the other hand, well, there was like a explosion, so they might be damaged, so he still takes a moment to like ensure that you do not, well, commit like suicide. And the check was not hard, so yeah, that will be doable. Okay, Abram. He's not in melee, but he will plunge, so he has to like switch to pistol because of close. Actually, no, he's gonna adjust a little bit. Stand fast, comrade! And then he will try to hit with. And obviously he's focusing on the horde, and he misses. The brutes are dead. Okay, the Nemesis Swarm. Now that it... Normally it would have 2 attacks, so this time it will use 2 actions. One, it will try to... Again, place debuffs on those that are already not debuffed. And he can only pick 3 targets because one is already occupied. So that will go for Izuhara. Actually, no. That will go for Abram, Casper, and Sakura. So let's see if he will actually hit. That's for Abram. That's a hit. And that's for Casper. That's a miss, thanks to Fokai from Jackie. And that's for Sakura. That's a hit, also. So she gets another penalty to hit. And as its second action, it has something called the Magic Swarm. However, this one is only single target, but it is automatic hit and damage. It's basically like auto damage, as kind of like the swarm does in like D&D Pathfinder, although this one has range. And feeling blood in the water, it's gonna send the swarm at Izuhara. And this is Nemesis, so it's applying damage straight. However, Izuhara has a small chance of surviving. I wanted to say if I roll a 1, because he has 2 hit points remaining, so now he's left at 1. But somehow he's still alive, and Nemesis Swarm finishes its turn. Okay, the Horde. It will try to finish off Izuhara with its attack. So that's 1 attack. That's a miss. Yeah, that's a miss. Actually, it would be additional plus 1, so that's 16, but still a miss. And then, ooh, that's a crit. Okay, so that's actually 2d8. Unless I roll double ones, Izuhara is going down.
Those are not ones.
Yeah. However, he was not felled before, so he will not instantly die. However, with like blood gushing from his many wounds, he falls on his back. And the advanced infected have something special, like that they are toxic, so they can specifically infect like with toxins. They can infect their targets with toxins. So now already Izuhara has to roll saving throw, flat d20, but he passes. So there will be a time to save him. Conrad, he's like injured. He's like, oh fuck this, and then he will join Alex, and then let's see. Okay, the remaining swarm, the regular one, it will try to disrupt Casper. It's not gonna move. Okay, with 28, that's definitely a hit. So Casper also gets penalty. However, I need to fucking remember. Okay, so Casper is with the regular one. Okay. Okay, Frederick, it's your turn. I'm gonna move the other ones on the other side of the map.
I just actually remembered something important.
Yep.
I inject myself with the experimental Healy drug. I was given one of those.
Yeah. Okay, so you have 1 charge remaining. We started this particular session with 3. 1 was used on Abram, and now we use the second, so 1 remaining.
Yeah, I was given one of those, so I'll put myself back up to 40. Is that an action to use it, or can I still double move?
I'm gonna say you can double move.
Alright. Because then these assholes see me come running in. And so I will start standing on top of Izuhara to try to like wave someone to pull him out and fix him up.
Yeah, meanwhile Shoggoth leaving even more bigger trail of
But
destruction.
this does mean that I can now also use my Frey die for 0 damage.
Unfortunate. Alright, I believe that's your turn.
Yep.
Okay, Jackie.
Alright. And this horde is really getting on my nerves. But so are these bees, so must keep attacking the nemesis. So this is -4 to hit for 14.
14, that's a miss.
Damn it. Then a Frey die on the horde for 5.
Okay, 5 translates to 2 points. Okay. Getting trickled down. Okay, do you move or hold your ground?
Yeah, he's going to hold his ground, and hopefully the rest of the group has found a ladder or something to climb.
Gideon's like to the other guys, the two Alex, move for fuck's sake, and then he will also like assist with stuff. Okay, there, that's the escape route. I'm gonna say, yeah, he spent his turn on that, so he's not attacking, but yeah, he probably not gonna wait for like the permission to evacuate. He is
Go.
booking it. Okay, so essentially Gideon exits the map. Casper is like, god damn it, and then it's not dumb, so he will try to focus the one that's like swarming him and try to take him out. With a 19, that's a hit, so that's d10 plus d8. Oh, that might not be enough. 1 point. Okay, that one is like barely alive, barely hanging on. Okay, what would Sakura do? Focus on the nemesis, probably, or maybe. No, she's on drugs. She's like I said, like move through there, evacuate now, go, and then she will also. Actually, okay, she'll make a stunted action to attack the nemesis swarm with not plus, so +6. With a 20, she still manages to nab a hit for 2 points, and then as a move action she will get into like the elevator shaft, which is on fire, and essentially like exit the map as she starts to evacuate. Izuhara is for a moment like being out. Alex will, yeah, also start evacuating. Abram is hold the line, comrade, and will try to. Actually, yeah, he has Horde in front of him, so that's the focus, and instead of +8 it's +4 because of the -4 to hit. But 23 still hits. 7 is 3 points, 5 2, so 5 points of damage. Okay, swarm. In this case, it will switch its auto damaging swarm. Alright, I forgot this. The Nemesis also has Frey die. Oh well. So it will like move its auto damaging swarm to Abram for this. Okay, so 2 points of damage. And as its second action, it will actually try to use Disruptive Swarm on Frederick, because Frederick is not affected by it yet. But I believe 20 is not enough to swarm for
No, it is
swarm
not.
to hit. Okay, and also because Nemesis has a Frey die, and I was forgetting about that. Yeah, it's gonna use a Frey die on Abram, and if Abram goes down from this, then that's it from him. Yeah, its Frey die is. Let me double check, because I believe Nemesis normally have D8 as a Frey die. Yep. Okay, so what happens? You see as the like the portion of the swarm, it starts just like digging into Abram. Sure, it was me. Go to hell. And it's not like he's eaten like piranhas eat their flesh. But you do see, because of how many wounds, like small wounds, like how much infection is going into his body. You will probably later figure out that because he took that medical gland, so that prevents him from being infected from turning, but the resulting shock and the clash, the calamity inside his body, coupled with his wounds, causes his body to essentially like shut down, just die on the spot. But he dies not screaming with pain, but shouting with fierce determination.
Shit.
But yeah, it's you don't have to roll to see that he has perished. Okay, and the horde that's still up. What it can do? We'll try to hit Jackie, I guess. Actually, it will make 2 attacks against Jackie, because they still can do that. 15, I believe, is a miss, even with lowered AC, and 23 is definitely a hit. That translates to 3 points of damage. Okay, Conrad is... Come on, we have to evacuate! And then he also like goes into the shaft and disappears. And the remaining swarm... Yeah, it skips the swarm. It doesn't like move because it's already like almost like... It moves slightly up. Frederick, it's your turn.
I will pick up the distortion cannon.
Yeah.
And
as you like do your stuff, you hear behind you this absolutely horrifying sound of like walls being torn down, like something moving through them, like nothing stopping it.
then yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put that shit on my back and go for the fucking elevator. What was the check I needed to do? Notice?
No, they already did that one, so you can see how
Okay.
the others are like moving through. And probably through the radio, like barely through static, you hear
No.
finish placing this extra. Yeah, for a lot of static it's hard to figure out. Yeah, all of that doesn't exist. It's like wasted. Yeah, the motherfucking Shoggoth is coming. And technically these guys too, but oh fuck. I moved the fucking... I clicked on the map layer. Fuck!
You could press Control Z to move it back.
Oh, that's true. Oh, okay. And yeah, that's how far they can move right here. Okay, so you essentially exit the combat area. Jackie, you also hear the sound of death coming from the back.
Yeah, I'm gonna delay until after Casper and Izuhara and order them to get out.
Remember that Izuhara is down, he's bleeding out,
Oh,
so you try to like stabilize him. He didn't get the medical gland before, and you have like 1 charge remaining.
Yeah, I'm going to have to use the medical gland. Real quick.
Okay, but also like with Lazarus Patch, so you can give me like a heal check. DC is 6 and it's like first round of him bleeding out, so no penalty. So it's like very possible that you'll be able to make it. It will have been a second turn here, so.
Nope. Double once.
Wow.
He's too busy with the infected, so unfortunately, Izuhara is.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't basically regain consciousness, even if he would like get up at full health. So you will also probably have to like move kinda closer to him to apply the stabilization thing.
Yeah, but at least I delay until after Casper, so.
Alright. Casper's like, I'm sorry, Sergeant, but even normally he's jovial, but in this situation it's like, I'm sorry, sir, we need to leave. And then he'll make like a parting shot at the swarm infected, the one that's like bugging him. So he rolls with +4 instead of +8. But still with a 21 he hits, and no matter what he rolls, he will... Yeah. So he loses that... penalty, and then he will like spend his move action like get into the elevator shaft and essentially leave the field of battle. Izuhara, this is his second turn as he's like bleeding out.
Yeah,
or rather he's like not stabilized. Okay, Abram is Danzo. And Nemesis Swarm will...
Wasn't it my turn?
Oh, right, because you... Yeah.
Delayed until
Okay.
after Casper.
Okay,
In that
but
case,
you did?
same as him.
Okay.
Well, yeah, same as him. Parting shot on the horde.
To be fair, you did a skill check, which would qualify as a main action. Trying to stabilize Izuhara.
If that.
Unless you wouldn't have tried.
Yeah, we're
this
too
situation.
strapped on time. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, then you can make a parting shot, and you can use a Frey die on the horde. Okay, against the swarm, the Nemesis swarm, that's a hit for 7, which translates into 3. Which means the Nemesis is still alive, and then Frey die 3 is calculated to 1 point. Okay, and then you move your...
Yes.
And then essentially disengage. Okay. Okay, so with lease, with the facility claiming lease, James, Izuhara, and Abram as his victims from your squad. The rest of you howling us to the best of your ability. You manage to somehow find your way up, regroup with scan few survivors, probably even have a chance to like link up with the Cobra squad that's also leaving. They have like 1 member short, and probably on the radio hear like some like vaguely Scottish accent saying that detonator is fucked. I need to stay here. Like one of the Cobra squad members, the bomb expert, he leaves behind, and then at the last possible moment, essentially almost like escaping a massive fireball at your back, you barely manage to escape the nightmarish complex. Maybe not everyone, but considering the situation, it was almost an impossible task to bring out everyone alive. And as the years will continue, obviously the destruction of this facility and the destruction of so many like exotic stuff released a lot of weird particles, substances on the planet, which as the years pass by, this is why the planet has Badlands world tag, because a massive cataclysm has met it. Involvement, like the existence of this operation and whatnot, has been classified to the top level. But even though not many know of your deeds, definitely for Jackie, he got the recommendation. He proved himself. Ultimately, it was decided that he proved himself on the field as a squad leader. And probably he continued his service under the Bright Future, not Bright Future, but Blue Helmets guys, because the factions did split eventually. The rebels split, and the Blue Helmets made their own faction. They had their own vision of like leading the world. And he probably continued his service for years to come, as the malevolent AI has revealed themselves like 15 years later, and the AI is waging war across the sector. And who knows, maybe Frederick joined Bright Future because he was more aligned with them, or either like joined Bright Future like formally as a like air soldier, or maybe he has looked for mercenary work.
Yeah, either or. Probably more mercenary work.
Alright. That concludes the outbreak scenario, and you have successfully managed to survive and witness the horrors that were hiding in there.
Ooh.
Thanks,
Yeah.
thanks for the session. Sorry it went a little bit too long, but it was like
Alright.
the end.
It was
so
enjoyable.
It was the end, so
Hmm.
thanks for the session, guys.